If you do not know what The Simpsons is, you must be living under a rock. The Simpsons have been going for about 32 years and still airing at Fox today. I'm a big Simpsons fan. I watch their movies, every episode, and even played their App Store games. Your life would definitely be perfect if you were me. Except for this one time. You may not know it since I haven't gone through this rundown of the story. I used to live in Denver, Colorado, which was a pretty awkward city, if you gotta say. Sure, it looks peaceful when you first arrive. It's pretty crazy there, not gonna lie. I unpacked all my stuff and decided to head to a local store. I looked around the DVD aisle. My son is 14 years old and he's now allowed to watch movies like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. I came across a blank tape with no case. It looked about almost old. I soon realized that VHS ain't used anymore nowadays and they use DVDs like Blu-ray. It was kinda rare for a tape to be there, but to be honest, I thought it'd be cool to play one of them. I took a look at the cover of the tape and it says The Simpsons, all in blue and yellow. It kinda looked extraordinary for a VHS title, but I digress. I went up to the counter. Hey bro, how much does this tape cost? His face turned frightened. It looked like his throat had been dropped. Just take it for free. He couldn't say a word because he was paralyzed. Just take it for free, I don't care. Alright, I got a free tape with The Simpsons. I got home and ate some dinner. Man, those tacos were good. But after that, I called my 14-year-old son down and we started watching The Simpsons. When I put in the tape, I realized The Simpsons in this tape was all season 1 complete, which was pretty awesome in hand since I loved that season. I select a random episode and the intro started off, and just from the looks of things, just for a VHS, it looks very good. The quality wasn't bad. There was no static noises in the background. All was good. Until it got to the episode, however. Started off with Bart watching Itchy and Scratchy, and Homer turns off the TV. Oh man, why do you always ruin everything, big man? Bart said in an angry tone. Homer gazed at him for a second, then said, "We gotta stop fooling around. We're going on a family trip." It wasn't specific where they were going, but they were heading somewhere for sure. It showed the scene where Bart and Lisa were getting ready to go, and everyone got ready and get in the car. Then Homer turns on the ignition and they soon drive off. Bart and Lisa were annoying Homer as usual. They said, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" And every time they say that, Homer would say the same thing over and over. No, no, no. It cuts to a new scene where they were driving through the forest. There weren't a lot of trees, however, only a few little. Bart and Lisa were still annoying Homer. It got to the point where Homer strangles Bart. My gut dropped as I heard Marge said, "Pay attention to the road, homie! There's a tight current at the edge of the cliff!" Homer looked through the windshield and grabbed hold of the steering wheel. However, he was dumb and he turned the other direction on the curve. And the family inside the car fell down the mountainside. The car hood smashed into the rocky ground below, and the car caught on fire as they went down the mountainside. They reached the bottom of the cliff. The car flipped upside down and was very torn apart, and smoke erupted from the fire. It cuts to black afterwards, and there's a text saying, 5 days later. as it shows the entire citizens of Springfield holding 5 caskets and buried them, all 5 of them. I realized these were the bodies of the Simpsons family, especially Maggie. Every single one of them died from the impact of the crash. I shouldn't mention this, but the entirety of the new scene was pretty much in bad quality. You could see statics in the background. A couple people were crying at the funeral, but some weren't. It cuts to credits and the video ends. However, there were no credits to the director. The video soon actually ends after that and cuts to the play episodes menu. I searched around the menu to find the episode, but I went to the last part of the episode in season 1. The episode source was called The Accident. Apparently the episode was supposed to end with the family dying, but they would soon return in season 2. However, I think they meant to cut that from the entire show. My son was pretty surprised. He actually liked it. It was amazing, Dad. However, that part with the Simpsons crashing kinda got me on the line. I got hooked to the episode and tried to find any information about this episode. However, I checked through Wikipedia. I tried checking through the encyclopedia website with Simpsons episodes. I checked its own official website. Nothing about the episode. I think they meant to cut it, and it's just proving my theory. But whoever made the episode must be sick. It couldn't be the director since it wasn't included. This must be some bootlegged episode. I called the cops and told them about the situation, and they said they would search for whoever made it. About a week later, the criminal who made the tape was soon caught, but it wasn't live on news. However, I found a source on a page on YouTube, and apparently there's a video about the criminal giving an interview at a jail cell. I'm not gonna lay any information of what he say because it's pretty dark, not gonna lie. But he did say a couple stuff about how his family used to be cannibals. Plus they loved horror and all that stuff. I'm glad that sick criminal scum would actually do that and gone out of her way into terrorizing people with the tape. I'm glad what he's gonna get. He basically just deserved it. I took the tape and put it somewhere where no one would find it, in the local forest nearby. I just hope no one comes across this tape.